Let's talk about digestive function. So I get it. The bloating, the gas, the constipation, the frequent stools, the reflux, just feeling like your food's just sitting there and really heavy and icky. I get it. It's not fun. So our approach, or my approach with the digestive function, is we not only want to look at the bacteria. I think, we see a lot of patients coming into our practice that have been diagnosed with SIBO. They want antibiotics. We have a recurrence rate. And that's because the gut is so complex. It's really fun. And it's not just about bacteria and the biome, or about yeast or viruses that are also in the biome too. It's about the whole ecosystem and how it's the pH and the different parts of the whole tract. How are your digestive organs, the gallbladder, the pancreas, the liver, how are these organs functioning? Because they're going to be affecting motility and the ecosystem and the biome in there. And also the gut is highly innervated. So we need to look at your nervous system balance. Also, the gut is where about 80% of our immune system resides, because this is where our immune system has to first decide, is the food that we eat an invader or is it nutrition? And this is also where 80% of our serotonin is produced. So the gut is actually quite diverse in itself when it comes to the complexity of treatments and the things that we need to consider when we go into really, ultimately the goal is to try and rebalance so that you don't feel like you're stuck using the enemas or stuck using whatever therapeutic you're using. But also the gut is a foundation to brain health. We know there's a whole connection between the gut barrier and the blood-brain barrier. And so if there's gut inflammation, there can be brain inflammation. We also know that, the gut is the site of immune priming. So for those with autoimmune disease, the gut is very important. The gut's also very important with those with recurrent UTIs, yeast infections, fertility as well, because even though they're different ecosystems, the gut biome actually seeds these other ecosystems. So my point in saying that is why the gut is primarily very important in itself, from the aspect of not only your symptoms of gas, bloating, constipation, loose stools, but the gut is actually very foundational to all these other systems, to the endocrine, to your stress response, to your fertility, to your sex hormone balance. And so understanding that and knowing that your gut can be key to all these other areas in the body is really important, because then it's part of this whole root cause journey, understanding what is the why behind what is going on in your body so that we can ultimately help you feel more balanced so we can help you thrive.